Yeah, huh? Let's go. Hey, hey, hey. Hey, hey, yeah. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right.
One album is getting kinda hectic. Too many years on me like I'm in Texas. 3 years deep now, keeping them guessing. 4-star hotel, what's for breakfast? 5 fingers, give you a blister. 6 at the wheel, you're 6 the mister. Give me your mama, I'ma kiss her. I said 6 rings on me like I'm in Pittsburgh. Motion maker, record breaker. 6 on my chest like an LA Laker. Black belt MC, call me master. 6 on the beat, it's a speaker blaster. Bars are hot, and bars are ready. A Little Caesars with the extra Chevy. Extra style, extra flow. Swift for sale, like 5 below. Yeah, in the club now like I'm Diddy. Counting these notes like a MIDI. Laugh to the bank, hit the gritty. Go and tell your mom that she really, really pretty. Yo, I called up your grandma. Said this the new age nostalgia. She said that last night she called ya. Said JVB is the future. Palace backpack, Nike snapback. Break truck, stop playing hack sack. All gas, whole lot of motion. Headbang, whiplash, past the moat train. Soft up, fits on 10. Yankee fitted, even in my bed. Small town boys up next to bat. JVB, make it get slapped.
It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. It's so right. It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right.
Yeah, hey, down with my brothers from another. Even if I wasn't, treat me like a cousin. I'm from California, speak a little southern. Cheap about a dozen. Can you keep a secret? Look who in my recent. She's so indecent. You don't want no beef with. You don't want no beef with.
Man, these talk to me wild like they ain't try to be down like we on 12. You wasn't trying to be Kyle. Copy my style and show it to their friends and try to say that it's them, but y'all know what this is. Red bone on the couch and they both mahogany brown. Cabin so big it can see my house. Then again, my view is too stupid, bruh, for real. Don't forget about who really do this, bruh, for real.
It's so rugged. It's so right. It's so right. It's so right.
Your nose, Rolling Stone alone. California, ill as pneumonia, won't we confold you with that villains.
Well, later tonight in November, snowfall is forecasted to hit the Twin Cities, but right now, calm outside, and of course, a calm day inside U.S. Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. Today, Week 12 of the NFL season is upon us, and we've got a good one in store, as it'll be the Jacksonville Jaguars taking on the Minnesota Vikings. The final playoff push is upon us. It's Week 12 of the NFL season, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that is over the back line of the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll bring this out to the 30. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Let's go now. 65, Cougar 19. Ready.
They'll run. Here's the former Seminole. And he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
6-yard pickup.
Well, this defense for the Jaguars, they were terrific in the win over Tennessee a week ago.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield when all you're seeing is opposing jerseys come at you.
Off play action. Brennan. Room to maneuver at the 35. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Justin Jefferson with career touchdown number 75. And the Vikings go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Extra point right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings move it away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Lawrence bringing the Jaguars up, 1st and 10 at their own 22. They'll run. This is Bashir Tootin. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23. And despite injuries like these, Charles, with these guys missing, they've been able to keep that pursuit of perfection alive so far.
That just shows the depth that they have on the roster and the guys who are serious about being ready when their number is called. Someone goes down, someone jumps in, and they don't skip a beat. I think this team has a bunch of those guys, and some of them will be called out again this week.
We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try and keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
They only needed 1 yard on 3rd down. They get 10 instead by going to the air.
1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now Lawrence to throw. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Byron Murphy. And they will finally get him down as he's all the way to the 36-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Vikings take over 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Check, go!
They'll try the left side. Blackman. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Part of their struggles last week was getting these negative plays on 1st and 2nd down. That's something they have to be wary of as this game continues.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Brennan. Open man is Komet, the tight end. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Now a handoff up the middle. Blackman. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage.
Walker on the stop.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
2nd and 10.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain.
And able to surge forward for about 5 yards down to the 10.
He was taken down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 3rd and 4.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Let's go now. 60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. 18, 5 in. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brennan. This will be caught at about the 6. And he's going to be a yard short. Needed 4, but got 3.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Okay,
And no move
break.
to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1.
Packers 60, Packers 60.
Operating from the gun. Brennan working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Vikings are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here and just load up for it and see what happens.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
Here we go, here we go. Crack up.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Now a run, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. That'll be a big loss on the play there, an absolute disaster, really. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the 1st quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. And his kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
Take right open. Hey, so go. Hot.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The Jags with the football to begin the second quarter, as they've got it 2nd and 7.
Let's go. Hey, kill, darn, this is hot.
Lawrence. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And this almost intercepted. Not sure he saw the free safety that time. But lucky, incomplete. That'll bring up 4th down. The Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Vikings will take over here 1st and 10. Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. He's across midfield. And finally down at the 36-yard line. It's a gain of 16, and the Vikings have the 1st down as well.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing, but as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And they'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he's trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
They'll keep it on the ground. Blackman. And nowhere to run on the interior of that defensive line. He'll get back only to the line of scrimmage.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. Looking to throw. Brennan. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give him credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
Now the Vikings will send out the special teams crew here for a field goal try. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. And this one is right down the middle. And that will extend their lead even further. So 3 points there, and they continue to build this first-half lead.
Yeah, every little bit helps. And the more that you can put together drives and start controlling the tempo, controlling possession, finishing with points, the better off you're going to be.
Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And that's going to skip into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They find themselves down 13-0 here as they try to get things started offensively. 1st and 10. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
The CD, this offense at 11-0 now on the year. A few weeks ago, I remember asking you what kind of percentage chance that you thought they had at staying unbeaten the entire season. I think you said 25%. I'd imagine that number probably grown since then.
I would agree with you, and I'm going to actually bump it up to closer to 50%, only because they saw some tough games to come. And keeping that focus throughout the entire season, that's been a really difficult thing to pull off. But so far, they've done it, and they've done it well.
So the completion good for 7 there. And they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. Here's Lawrence. And he is caught. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. A big 3rd down play there for the Jags. 43 yards.
So often when we're watching a football game, we see one with a lot of ebbs and flows, and this one is no different. And sometimes you just need a big play to wake you up a bit. And they get one right there. That shot of caffeine this offense was looking for.
And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. From the 20, here's 2nd down and 3.
Soko, some height. Same right. Hey, kill.
Now Lawrence. Looking left side of, he's got a man. That's Cross. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Jaguars have cut it back within a score. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 13-7. Here's the Jaguar kick team now as they run up and send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes after something. Let's get funny, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
A big change in field position there. That's 40 yards on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 25-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. They'll run on 1st down. Blackman. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
4 yards on the pickup. 2nd and 6.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 22 now, here's the 2nd down and 6. They'll keep it on the ground. Blackman. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Brennan. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
2-yard line.
They'll try to run this one in. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there. His second rushing touchdown on the year. And the Vikings are able to stretch out their lead. Minnesota's kick team ready, and the Vikings boom it away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
23. Hey, 10 for 10.
They'll bring a receiver in motion right. Now Lawrence. And a throw right sideline is complete. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
Sink right. 13, Luke. Go, let's go.
On play action, Lawrence. Looking right sideline, that's complete. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
A great play there. 36 yards. And the Jaguars get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. The extra point splits the uprights, and the lead will shrink to 6. So here comes the kickoff, and what now is just a one-score, 6-point game. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one.
26-yard line.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 48-yard line.
On the set. Stop low, 18. Tag.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Jaguar pressure and a Jaguar sack. It's the safety, Antonio Johnson, who dragged him down.
So this has been a lot like a tennis match, hasn't it? Back and forth. Both of these offenses having their way so far. So maybe the question isn't who's going to score the most points in this game. Maybe it's who's going to get some stops.
Yeah, absolutely. And that sack, finally a first step in the right direction for a stop. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Operating from the gun, Brennan. And that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
From the gun on 3rd down. Brennan able to find the open man. That's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
1st and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Brennan. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
Operating from the gun, Brennan. And this one is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Brennan. He's going to throw one up for the end zone. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. The Jaguars with work to do. They trail here as we are back underway on EA Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one. It's through the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far in the scoreboard as they begin the 3rd quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's 2nd and 9.
Let's go. Hey, Kim. Hey, James or Jim.
Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
It's a 9. Makes it 3rd and inches.
And the Vikings are going to beef up their secondary here. 6 DBs on 3rd. from the gun. He'll hand this off. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. 16 yards that time on the pickup for the Jags and a first down.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
From Viking territory now, they'll come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Hey, Soko, high. Go, let's go.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
It's always tough trying to keep your guy upright when he's trying to throw the football. When you're dealing with those big, bad guys on the defensive front, it's even tougher. And this time, those guys on the opposite side won the battle, getting to the quarterback and knocking him into an incompletion.
Hey, high. Soko, high. All right, here we go. So high. 11.
Lawrence will throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Here's 3rd and 3.
30 left. Soko, high.
Here's Lawrence to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
These are 24. Hey, tomato. Start.
Going quickly here to Thomas. Going a gain of a yard. And it'll be 2nd down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
11.
Lawrence going to throw again. He finds his man, complete. It's Cross. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And they'll be in search of 6 yards here on 3rd down. This is now the 9th play of the drive.
Hey, Ginger, time.
From the gun, it's Lawrence. And tight coverage there. It's knocked away, incomplete.
Partner, for once in my life, I'll be succinct. In a one-possession game, every single stop like that could be a difference maker.
And his kick is indeed good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
The Minnesota offense about ready to get this next drive underway. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He's going to fire one deep, middle of the field. Now a quick throw there, but it's going to be incomplete.
They geared up and took the deep shot downfield, but it turned out it wasn't one-on-one coverage. Extra defenders in the area, and that one winds up incomplete.
A good action to this point in the third quarter. Just a 3-point game. 2nd and 10. Open man, that's Felton. No, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Good yardage after the catch. Is that play good for 30 and a first?
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
18, Pioneer. Let's go now.
Looking to throw. Brennan. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Leads to 2nd and 10.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Glad to have you with us from Minneapolis. Third quarter here, 2nd and 10. Now they'll change things around before the snap.
Trap 60, trap 60. Warriors 7, go.
Back to throw again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Here we go, here we go. 65, 7,
They'll look to throw again. Got an open man finding Jefferson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 12-yard line. 21 yards there on 3rd down.
For the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now a give right side. Blackman. And they'll go backwards here. Losing yardage to the 14. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. He'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area, and after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Cut 19, cut 20. Viking 18.
So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
On the set.
This offense so far on 3rd down, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be 3rd and 5.
70. Pat the 60, pat the 60. Be ready. 70 Lions. 70 Rangers, 70 Rangers.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. They'll try and a big loss here as he's taken down.
Joshua Hines-Allen picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. And this one is right through. And that will double their lead as it's up to 6. So they get to 3, but you wonder now, is that going to be enough?
Excellent question, because when I look at the smiles on that side of the field, they're a little tight, aren't they? If they had scored a touchdown there, those would be big half-moon grins right now because they'd feel a whole lot better about their position.
And a touchdown in the other direction, all of a sudden they're down. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
Off the play fake, here's Lawrence.
From the left side, it's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
And he's down right around midfield after a gain of 2, maybe 3.
Brandon, once that one broke down, there were only so many options left for him to take. Fortunately, only first down, so he smartly got the yardage he could get and didn't worry about trying to turn it into a bigger play and end up taking a bigger loss. Here, they hope they can regroup and get something different going here on second down.
11. Here we go.
From midfield now, Lawrence. That one complete downfield to Thomas. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 22-yard line. That's good for 28 yards.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
And he takes it down to the 10-yard line.
41 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive. Here's one out of the running game. So the passing game loosening things up. Now there's room to roam.
So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10.
Hey, James, 30 left. Take right open. Go. Here we go.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
And his throw is incomplete. He was trying to hit Thomas that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Lisa 24. Hey, Soko, high.
And they'll send the slot in motion left.
Now Lawrence to throw.
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Cross. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. From the gun, they'll try to run it. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage.
No gain on the play. It's 4th down.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
13, Luke. Go, let's go.
Here we go, gotta have it. Lawrence.
And he's got it. It's Thomas for a Jacksonville touchdown.
Touchdown, Jacksonville.
Brian Thomas,
His 6th touchdown of the season.
and the Jaguars' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed, and in a tight game like this, They're going to take a good long look at it.
A very important extra point there, up and good. And they have taken the lead here in this fourth quarter. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Some hitting going on now. This has been a tight game, and he takes a big shot there on the return. They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Throwing to start the drive. Brennan. He's going to find Jefferson open downfield. Down the left sideline. Touchdown, Vikings. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings answer back with a touchdown of their own to take a fourth quarter lead. So now here are the Vikings faced with a big 2-point conversion attempt.
The Vikings will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. This is 1st and 10.
Red on the red.
Lawrence. Looking left side and completing it to Thomas. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Here's Lawrence. He's got Thomas yet again complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44.
Heady on that one, huh? Getting out of bounds before the 2-minute warning to get an extra timeout, extra opportunity to move the ball downfield. Very smart football.
They come up now on 2nd and 2.
Go. Hey, Lion. Hey, son.
Now Lawrence.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And he's going to get out of bounds with the first down, so that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the first and save a timeout. And Lawrence now going to move him around.
He's back to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Here's Lawrence. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted
picked up by Talanoa Hufanga. And the Vikings have just about sewn up this football game. When I saw the pressure coming at him, that just looked problematic. Hit him as he threw it, and the interception ensued.
Let me pay homage to the man who stood in this spot before. He always talked about how much pressure is in the face of a guy, and can he step into a throw. And when you can't do that, oftentimes interceptions result.
60 Eagles, 60 Eagles. Ready?
They got to have two hands on the football here as they run on first down. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13.
Ready? Cougar 19.
Check, go get him, go get him, go get him.
Now it looks like he'll throw here. Got a man and he hits him in stride. What a difference a week makes. 5 interceptions in their last game. Here we are, 4th quarter. He's played mistake-free football.
And I'm sure that we can look back on the past week and say, okay, he spent time in the film room and they worked on his mechanics. Sometimes it's just your team believing in you, your coaching staff believing in you, and you relax and play to your potential. And he's doing that in this game.
Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. Blackman. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation. And taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory. And we talk so much about the turnover battle, determining who wins, who loses. This game, no exception. Air-free football, no turnovers at all, and they win it.
So this is one you don't have to convince your team that what you're saying is accurate. And you know what I'm talking about. Head coach always stands up in front of the team and says, guys, if we do this, this, and this, we'll win. And usually they say if we win the turnover battle, we'll win. Well, here's the proof right there. Win the turnover battle. Go on to victory. Now the guys believe. You move on to the next lesson where you have to convince them. This one is now planted.
So for Minnesota, their playoff chances take an uptick as they move to 7-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Jaguars, there will be no perfect season here as the win streak to start the year ends at 11. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves next week at home against the Chicago Bears. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.